Welcome to this Saturday Travel and History Tip, and this is part 3 of our mission series. From their humble thatch-roofed beginnings to the stately adobes we see today, the missions represent a dynamic chapter of California's past. By the time the last mission was built in 1823, the Golden State had grown from an untamed wilderness to a thriving agricultural frontier on the verge of American statehood. We will be taking you to the missions that we have visited. We have not been to all 21, but we have been to most of them. And in this series, in Mission 1, we took you to San Francisco Solano, San Francisco de Assisi, Santa Cruz. In Mission 2, we took you to San Juan Bautista, San Carlos Borromeo de Carmelo, and Nuestra Senora de la Soledad. In this week's, we will be taking you to San Antonio de Padua, San Miguel Arcangel, and San Luis Obispo de Tolosa. 6 miles from Jalón in the Valley of the Oaks, San Antonio de Padua, which was the third mission, is the mission I was drawn to while viewing the paintings at the Sonoma Mission. I mentioned that in Mission 1. While traveling south on Big Sur Highway, we decided to go there. Taking the wrong turnoff, we found ourselves traveling across 20 miles of grueling, mountainous, four-wheel drive forest roads. Although exciting, those were not the best roads to take. The correct turnoff from Big Sur Highway is the Nacimiento-Ferguson Road, which traverses the U.S. Army Fort Hunter Liggett Military Reservation, which is an active training facility. Northward from the military reservation, you can see great views of Junipero Serra Peak. After the time-consuming and death-defying way there, we took the much easier way back to Hollister via King City and U.S. Highway 101. During our visit, the mission was undergoing a multi-million-dollar earthquake-proof restoration. Originally founded on July 14, 1771 by Padre Serra, this was the first mission with over 1,000 neophytes. The brick arcade or entranceway houses 3 bells. The larger one in the center is original. To the right of the church doorway approach the massive olive tree, and around to the northeast side an oak tree. Both trees are from the 1850s. Overhanging the 1850 water well in the courtyard, find a grapevine from the original vineyard and a wine press along the breezeway. The mission is one of the San Juan Bautista de Anza, the National Historic Trail designated tour sites. In 1776, the lieutenant colonel stayed there with around 250 immigrants from Sonora, Mexico. The church seen today is actually the third church, which was blessed in 1813. It has 6-foot thick adobe walls, and resident Indians painted the sanctuary interior. After secularization, no one bid to purchase this mission. The fire roof tiles were used on the Southern Pacific Railroad depot in Burlingame, beginning the Mission Revival style architecture. In 1781, Sarah wrote the following: "Thus far, San Antonio triumphs, especially with its roofing of tiles." President Lincoln returned San Antonio de Padua to the Catholic Church in May 1863. The pastoral setting conjures the true ambiance of the mission period, a feel that is missing at most of the now urban mission properties. The 1771 mission site is a mile downriver, and the 1773 mission site is across from the tannery. This is the only mission that includes so many outdoor artifacts and ruins, including the 1804 cemetery, tannery, 1806 water-powered grist mill, stone masonry mill, mill race, and original well with reservoir. Next stop, Mission San Miguel Arcangel. It is the 16th mission. It is known as the Mission on the Highway, and ironically, it is located off the highway still today, Highway 101. Padre Lawson founded this mission halfway between Los Angeles and San Francisco on July 25, 1797. This mission is a California Historical Landmark and a National Historic Landmark. We pass through the artfully reconstructed gate to learn more about mission history. The first Catholic wedding in California occurred there on May 16, 1773, when a Spanish soldier, Juan Ruiz, married a Salinan woman from Mission San Antonio de Padua, Margarita Cortona. This mission is most famous for its painted walls, ceilings with ornate designs, and vibrant 1821 murals seen in the unrestored 1818 simple adobe church, which are the best preserved and most authentic of California's missions. Displays include samples of the colorful ground mineral pigments mixed with cactus juice used by the neophytes to beautifully paint the interior. Learn how 36,000 tiles were made, shaped, and baked for the structure's roofs. Do not miss the sheep gate, authentic kitchen with beehive oven, the wishing chair, which has a great tale about if you sat in that chair you would get married soon, Mission Arcade with 12 arches, which is a spectacular thing to photograph, and the 1800 bell that was cast in Mexico City, and an 1820s open-style wine vat. The interior walls and chandeliers are captivating. The first Christian Indian was buried in the Mission Cemetery on March 17, 1798. On August 27, 1795, Padre Buenaventura Sitjar reported to Padre Firmin de Lawson, president of the California Missions, that the low land on both sides of the river at the proposed site of the Mission San Miguel was sufficient to grow 300 fanegas of wheat. After the founding of the mission on July 25, 1797, this tract became one of the first wheat fields in California. 4,700 bushels of wheat were harvested in 1800. This tract lies east of the mission. And last stop this week is in San Luis Obispo. Founded along a creek in September of 1772, the nearly original San Luis Obispo de Tolosa was the fifth mission and is fixed among the bustle of the city on the original site. It was the first mission founded in the land of the Chumash people. The traditional quadrangle-style layout included a grist mill, grape arbors, and garden. The church was constructed of wood between 1792 and 1794, with the vestibule added in 1820. You have to sign up for tours of the church. Chumash Indians fired a flaming arrow onto the thatched roof, leaving parts of the structures burned. These kinds of repeated attacks are the primary reason that mission churches eventually had tile roofs. This mission was reconstructed with 5-foot-thick adobe walls. They make these things wide and thick, don't they? The L-shaped church is the only one of this design in the mission chain. Joy, Gloria, and Sorrows are the names given to the 3 mission bells. Joy weighs 279 pounds and is in the pitch of C sharp. Gloria weighs 476 pounds and is in the pitch of A, and Sorrow weighs 330 pounds and is in the pitch of E. The museums at most of these missions have really gorgeous artifacts. Every single one of them is worth a visit in time. For example, this one had a saddle from the Visalia Saddle Company. You'll want to take time and read the signs and appreciate all the information. Here is a piece of the sundial from the mission yard that dated 1796. It was unearthed in 1928. This is all a part of American history. Learn it, love it, appreciate it. Don't let them steal our history. Share our American history. Hope you watch the Saturday Travel and History Tips, and if you appreciate our content, tell others and repost on your social platforms. Thank you.